Hello everybody, and welcome to our 2006 Ford Econoline E350 mid-roof fully off-grid camper van build. These are 16-inch Vision Overland wheels wrapped in Westlake all-terrain tires, aftermarket smoked headlights, Hella LED off-road lights with a custom mount, a Vantec ladder, a luminous spare tire carrier. I've also installed some flush mount lights in the rear bumper. They are on a switch in the cab, and I use them a lot at night for backing up. They're also really handy whenever I'm putting a hitch in or have to do something back there with my bike rack and it's nighttime. Also, as you can see, I have a backup camera installed right above the receiver. For the roof, we have 3 foldable kayak mounts, 300 watts of solar. I have a couple 2x4s up there for easy access to get up there and load kayaks and clean. This roof rack system was for a low roof, and I fabricated it to make it work out for a high roof. This is a Danshell outdoor awning, and everything you see here has been custom fabricated by myself. We're going to start out with the outdoor shower. It is a quick disconnect, and I keep the hose and the door panel over here. Both the driver and passenger seats are swivel seats. They are covered in Cover King seat covers. Our third seat is a jump seat out of a 2022 Ford F550, has a built-in seat belt. Also, we have a Bouge RV 12-volt refrigerator with a microwave below, a power station to the right, and a closet above. We've also installed a custom headliner. So this is where the power happens. I've done this using an isolator, so if I deplete my rear batteries, I can either start my van and charge them or drive away. I've done this using 2 Ultimate Power lithium 100 amp hour batteries. This is a 12-volt system with a 30 amp Bluetooth Renogy Rover charge controller and a 2500 watt Magnum Energy inverter charger. I have a shore power outlet on the outside for if we camp at a campsite or just plugging in to charge my system. This is my 24 volt air conditioning system. It's an EcoFlow Wave. That is the exhaust port you see there. I use a 12 to 24 volt step-up converter to charge the 24 volt battery on the air conditioner itself. So for my switch panel at the top, I have a dimmer switch. I've installed 4 LED dimmable lights in the ceiling. Below the dimmer switch is the inverter control panel that controls the settings on the inverter. The bottom button you see me push right now is to turn it on, and that inverts the power. Now that powers my microwave and the outlets. And the top button is for shore power, and that's if I'm plugged in at a campsite, and that puts the batteries on a float charge. On this bottom switch panel, you can see the right switch is on. That is my refrigerator. Also, you can see that we're at 13.7 volts. That's full charge. The LED lights above draw that charge down a little bit, and I usually get from about 14.3 or 4 to 13.7. That middle switch is for the LED strips underneath of the cabinet. I like to leave those on at night. Kind of sets the vibe. That first switch right there is for the water pump, and it's 12 volts, and it runs water out of the faucet and also for my outdoor shower. What you're looking at here is a little power station I put in that's tied into my auxiliary batteries, has a voltmeter, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt outlet. Above that is my AC and my heat that I've ducted to the rear unit that is controlled on the dash. So once again, to the left, I have the EcoFlow Wave air conditioner and the toilet and the rest of the storage under the bed. On this EcoFlow, you have a power button on the top with a series of buttons to control it from the panel, or you can get the app and it is Bluetooth and you can control it all from your cell phone. So next to the countertop, I've added some counter space. We like to plug in a hot plate and use that, or maybe even a little propane grill. We have 2 7-gallon tanks, one for fresh water and one for gray, with a 12 volt water pump to pump the water so you don't have to do it manually. I use the right side for storage. I have a paper towel holder installed there, 2 USB outlets up here at the top, and a 12 volt outlet on each side of the bed for heated blankets if we're camping in the wintertime. This is a full-size mattress and it sits sideways in the van. I've installed some cargo nets in the rear doors, and that is where we keep our clothes. We have a lot of dress clothes as we do weddings on the weekends. I DJ and my wife's a photographer. That is the Bouge RV 30 quart refrigerator. We started with a 23 quart and moved up to a 30 for more room. As you can see, I have high-end motorsports covers on all the windows. Those are thermal covers, and they work really well for insulation. This is our pantry, and we keep a lot of food and other goodies up here. It has a lock on it. And also in this jump seat, we have a lot of storage. This is underneath of the bottom. We keep a DVD player in there, and if you fold it down, we have 2 cup holders and some more storage on the top. I've installed all pop-out windows on this van. And like I said, them thermal coverings and covering the windows in this thing just absolutely works great. So for the cockpit, those are the seats that are swiveled around, and those bases were ordered on Sprinter swivel. I've installed a 7-inch Kenwood touchscreen DVD player, along with 2 USB outlets and 2 switches above that are for my front and rear LED lights. I installed the 12-volt outlet on the left side of the steering wheel, and below a electronic brake controller. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, Arnold.Escapades@gmail.com, and subscribe to see more how-tos and more content from off-grid camping. Thank you all for watching, and feel free to give us a follow on social media over at Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel.